Well, let's get more on this now with William Yang in Seoul. He's an East Asia political analyst. Really good to have you with us, William. Can we continue on from this point about the relationship between President Yoon and his party? Because it has emerged that when President Yoon imposed martial law briefly, there was an arrest list that emerged that not only included a list of politicians from the opposition, but also the leader of the ruling party. I mean, it really does seem like President Yoon was out to not only attack his enemies, but also his colleagues within his own party.
Right. So I think from the list of the people that clearly was his target to arrest before he announced the imposition of the martial law, it shows that these are probably people that he viewed as posing some of the most serious threats to his rule over South Korea. We know that after the general election in April, he basically becomes a lame duck president whose agenda and mandate has really been seriously challenged in the National Assembly by mostly the main opposition party, the Democratic Party. And he has long viewed that party as very apologetic to North Korea. And at the same time, he does not seem to feel like he receives enough support from the People Power Party, which he only joined right before he ran for president in 2022. So I believe this, from his perspective, is a chance to purge and also make sure that he is not being surrounded by people that he cannot trust or even work with.
Can I ask you now about the impending impeachment vote that's due to take place on Saturday? Until now, the ruling People Power Party has stopped short of urging its members to vote in favour of the impeachment of President Yoon. But as we heard from Frank Smith there does seem to be a slight change in attitude among some of the People Power Party members. Frank was saying that perhaps we might see some of its members across the floor and support the motion to impeach the president. What's your view? Do you think we will see some members of the ruling party vote in favour to remove the president?
I think this basically remains to be seen based on my conversation with several opposition MPs this afternoon in the parliament. They told me that with the way that the ruling party's chairperson phrased his own sort of opposition but calling for the suspension of the president's power, it seems like that call only comes from the ruling party leader personally, and he has later clarified that his position does not reflect the entire party's view and stance on the vote on the impeachment. And from his perspective, it seems like the party's position overall is still to object the impeachment. So for all the opposition party MPs, from their perspective, tomorrow's vote is basically a coin toss.
Okay, very, very fascinating times for the political scene in South Korea. William Yang, really appreciate your analysis. Thank you.
Thank you.